CM Punk has returned to WWE, kind of. Welcome back to the Enhancement Talent channel, everybody. Some big news this night, Tuesday night, now Wednesday morning as I record this. CM Punk appeared on the WWE Backstage show on FS1, not necessarily working for WWE, but he will be a contributor from, as far as how often, we don't know, but we know he'll be on the show next week, and it's supposed that he's going to be there from time to time, not necessarily working for WWE, working for Fox, but clearly this is a WWE-embraced move, as all of their social media pages and their website are talking about it in good manner. So, it's definitely, it might not have been WWE's decision to bring CM Punk on this, but I doubt that they objected to it. I doubt that they objected to it either. Which, for those that are wanting CM Punk to wrestle again, I suppose that's an encouraging sign, right? I would think that if you want to see CM Punk ever wrestle again, that this has to be some sort of encouraging sign. Now, does that necessarily mean that he'll ever wrestle again? No. There's a lot of independent factors to that. CM Punk seems pretty happy with the stuff he's doing now with the acting, and I know he does stuff with comic books and all sorts of stuff, and now the spot on Backstage, the MMA stuff, I know he did commentary, I don't know if he still does or not, but it could be something that could help bridge the gap between he and WWE. Because, we have to wonder at this point, has CM Punk even talked to Vince McMahon or Triple H since he left, really? And, we don't know that. And that relationship between both of them with CM Punk was very strained at the end of his run. So, there's a lot of groundwork to do before we can even really think about a CM Punk return. And if he even wants to. I would assume at this point, though, that it's more possible than ever that CM Punk will at some point at least wrestle one match, or do one angle, or do something on WWE television at some point. And if I had to make a prediction right now, I would say that at some point in 2020, we are going to see CM Punk on WWE TV, as in Raw or SmackDown or NXT. I doubt it'll be NXT, but bear with me. In some form or fashion, in some angle or something. I think that at some point in 2020, I think that that is something that very realistically could happen. And, you look at the 2K games, for example, when that was able to bridge gaps between WWE and, people that WWE didn't really negotiate with, like the Ultimate Warrior, Sting, and I think there's another one that I'm not thinking of, but you get my point, is that those returns and, in Sting's case, debuts with WWE started through the 2K games. Goldberg was the other one. Because 2K wanted one of those guys on the cover to be a special edition character, and that was what started negotiations between them and WWE, what helped bridge the gap. And I think this FS1 show can really kind of do the same thing. And, it's really crazy that we've gotten to this point where CM Punk is on this WWE Backstage show, because just a few months ago, in August, we were expecting CM Punk to be on AEW. Everyone and their mother was ready for CM Punk to make his AEW debut at All Out. If that was the one in Chicago, I'm pretty sure that I have that right. And it didn't happen. And even after it didn't happen, and the relationship between CM Punk and all the AEW guys was kind of made more public, the whole texting offers thing and all of that. And the Cody tweet, I remember. If you remember the Cody tweet, after CM Punk kind of put them on blast for all that, the end of that Cody tweet was, I wouldn't be surprised if CM Punk goes back to WWE. And here we are. Granted, CM Punk has not gone back to WWE per se, but he is on WWE's television in some form or fashion as an analyst or whatever you want to call it. It's definitely crazy to think that we went from one to another. So, I'm curious what you guys think, and if you want to leave a comment on the video here, do you think that CM Punk wrestles again? Because I really have a feeling that there's going to come a time, and I think it'll come in the next year, where CM Punk will get an offer that he will find good enough, suffice enough, and be able to do an angle that he'll care about, and it'll lead into a WrestleMania match, because CM Punk has made it clear that he doesn't want to do the Saudi Arabia shows, even though that's probably what WWE will still try to negotiate him with, is that sweet Saudi money. But Punk has made it clear that he does not want to have any part of those shows. So I think we could have a CM Punk WrestleMania match. And if you think back to the CM Punk podcast with Colt Cabana after Punk left WWE, what was the one thing that Punk harped on so much? Well, there were a lot of things. But one of the big things is that he thought that he deserved a chance to main event WrestleMania. And he was never satisfied with anything else. And, there's debate about that, like, the main event, like, you wrestled The Undertaker, that is a main event, but Punk considers it the match that goes on last. So, could we see CM Punk main event of WrestleMania? That seems like way out there fantasy booking sort of stuff. But I'd like to know what you guys think. If you don't think he's gonna wrestle again, I'd like to know like reasons why, because I'm curious at this point. Because it's entirely possible that he won't. This could all just be stuff that he's doing to keep himself busy and advance his broadcasting career. It could be just like that. It could just be that. But I would think that this will really bridge the negotiations between CM Punk and WWE. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for reviews on all of the WWE and AEW shows and pay-per-views, as well as some sort of news topics like this that I'll do from time to time. And be sure to like and comment and do all that great stuff. And I will see you next time.